Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back again with another reading. This time it's on Erika Kirk and JD Vance. If you haven't seen my last reading that I did on Charlie Kirk, I'll put a link to it up here. A lot of what I said in that is slowly starting to come true. So go check that out if you haven't. But apparently, now you guys said this to me in my comments in the last two videos. I actually didn't see it myself, but you guys said that there was some sort of inappropriate hug or something between JD Vance and Erika Kirk. And she said something about JD reminding her of her late husband. I don't know. I'm a little confused. So I'm just going to kind of go in a little bit blind here because I don't know. I haven't seen any of this stuff yet. So I'm going to take a look and see what their dynamic is and see like what's going on. And we'll kind of go from there. So remember, these readings all at different tables only, and let's get started. If you guys like these, please hit that join button down below to join the YouTube members. I have uploaded more content on there than ever before. You can win a reading from me. There's pick a card, story times, stuff on angels, demons, hell, tons of stuff on Taylor Swift. I mean, I just did a video that was a guided meditation for you guys with pick a card included, which is really fun. So check that out. Join button down below. So yeah, you guys, I've never gotten more requests for a video than this one. So I don't really know what I'm looking at here. You guys are I'm just doing as I'm told. You guys pay my bills, so I do as you say. All right, so let's look at Erika Kirk and then JD Vance and then the energy in between. Okay, well, okay, well, I see something different. Clarification, the energy in between. Okay. I see things a little bit different. Okay. I don't know if I would necessarily use the word romantic, inappropriate, or anything of that nature. Mind you, again, I haven't seen it, so whatever. But energetically speaking, that's not what it's giving. So it doesn't really give that to me at all. So the Nine of Pentacles is upright. The Nine of Pentacles is a single card. That makes sense for Erika, right? She obviously lost her husband. So that makes sense. But the Nine of Pentacles is also about being good at something and wanting to make money from being good at something. So that kind of makes sense to me. I saw it in my last reading. I wasn't really aware of her credentials at the time of my last reading and how she's like has a really big pedigree in politics and stuff like that, and she's like more conservative than Charlie. So this doesn't make sense. This does make sense, excuse me, that she is picking up the baton or the torch was passed to her and she's trying to carry on the legacy. Like that makes sense. That's the Nine of Pentacles. For her, I definitely see her wanting to run for office. I see her wanting to be in politics. And I do think that she's using this moment to further her career. I don't know if I would necessarily see it as nefarious. I know a lot of people are saying that she's like selfish and things of that nature. With the Nine of Pentacles, I'm pretty sure that's just, how do I word this? I'm not invalidating anything Charlie Kirk has done on his own. But when we look at the Nine of Pentacles, it tells me that she felt like they were a team. So things are moving as they always did. That's kind of what that is. It's kind of like we did this together, so there's really no change. You just know who I am now. That's really what the Nine of Pentacles is. So I'm not really seeing it as nefarious. I'm seeing it more as like, this is what we built together, and if I have to carry the torch on my own, I will. And she feels like she's really good at this. So yeah, I'm going to pull clarification. Yeah, there it is. I told you the Two of Pentacles is the loss of a partner, right? Like that we're no longer doing it together. I'm a victim of circumstance, Eight of Swords. And the King of Swords reverse, I feel a little bit, this is what it is. She feels like she has to make a big splash because Charlie has big shoes to fill in her opinion. So she feels like I have to make a big splash. You know, she feels like, I'm a woman in a male dominated space. I need to make waves. So I think for her, she's looking to strike while the iron's hot, not only because, she has to, but also because it's probably her coping mechanism. Typically, when we look at Two of Pentacles reverse, Nine of Pentacles, these are all Pentacles. Yeah, I know that's money, but when you look at the Eight of Swords, it tells me that she feels like she'll fall apart if she doesn't focus on this. I have a feeling that working is a really healthy distraction for her, and probably a part of her coping mechanism. So again, I don't know if I necessarily see it as like money hungry or fame hungry as much as I see it as her being like, I need to utilize this moment because we built this together and I want it to continue to succeed. And also, if I stop doing this thing, then I have to focus on the reality, which is that she lost her husband. So I don't know. I don't really see it that nefarious, at least in my opinion. I mean, I feel like she's just coping from losing someone, but we'll keep reading. So on JD Vance's side, he is the Fool reversed, which says that he's not stupid, nor is he naive. And the High Priestess is reversed, which is like an issue with trust. She doesn't trust him and he doesn't trust her. To me, this is fake. So that's why I was like, it doesn't read the way you guys think it's reading. It reads fake to me. He's using her and she's using him. That's it. That's it. He knows that he wasn't really likable and was in the shadows a lot to Trump and things of that nature, and he's trying to win people over. So he's utilizing her to try to better his image. The thing is that people like her more than him. So I don't know if that's going to work. She's also not stupid. I'm going to be honest with you. This woman is very sharp. King of Swords and the High Priestess reverse, very sharp. So she has him pinned and knows exactly who she is, who he is. But she will allow him to milk this situation because it's good for her as well. So no, I think she's smarter than you realize. The Seven of Swords is exactly that. The Seven of Swords is a victory at all costs, and I'll do anything to win. The Page of Cups is upright, which is sentimentality, which is tugging at people's heartstrings. And the Three of Wands is reversed, which is like being caught in the middle of situations. So you're seeing PR, essentially. It's smart. I don't think JD cares as much as he's pretending to care. I think he's trying to win over his he's trying to get his likability up. I don't think it's working though, buddy. I got news for you. I don't think that's working for you. I think it's working for her. I don't think it's working for you. Let's keep going. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm open to being wrong and you guys can drag me, but I don't really see it the way it's being told to me in my comments. Maybe I need to watch the videos and stuff because it just doesn't read that way to me. The Wheel of Fortune is opportunistic energy and taking a risk that'll pay off. And the Hangman is letting go, and the Seven of Cups, which tells me it's only a matter of time until these two do their own thing and break off. You know what I mean? So what that essentially means is that Erika is just moving strategically. Yeah, it's kind of it. Ace of Wands, Empress, that's like mom. Ace of Wands, I mean, I guess that could be a pregnancy card, but not always. Page of Swords reversed. Something not worth fighting for. Oh. Okay, this is kind of, okay. I don't know how long JD has known Erika Kirk and Charlie Kirk, but I can tell you that, and maybe this is what you guys are picking up on, all alleged for entertainment only. It's all alleged for entertainment only. When you look at the Ace of Wands, the Empress, that's a mother I would want of my children. That's the woman I would want by my side. That's a woman I would like to have my babies. Like, that's what it looks like. The Page of Swords being reversed is about like something that I can't fight for, is not worth fighting for. I just think that JD Vance idolizes Erika Kirk and what she stands for, and I do think that he maybe has a crush, not necessarily on her as a person, but what she kind of stands for and represents. He's a bit smitten by her. So, do I think that she likes him? No. No, I don't think Erika Kirk would look at him twice if he wasn't the vice president. I don't think she would bat an eye to him. I think that she thinks that he is easily manipulated and weak. When I tell you this girl is cunning and sharp, I mean that. This girl is very cunning and very sharp. Probably sharper than Charlie, to be honest with you. If I'm going to be really honest with you, this woman is very cunning. Nothing would ever get past this woman in a day in her life. It will never happen. It would never happen. It's very, very on it. The Four of Cups is upright. See what this is? So the Ten of Swords is like a self-sabotage. The Four of Cups is like a detachment, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, now I'm understanding why she's throwing herself into work. She's someone that feels like she never misses a beat. She genuinely feels like, I never miss a beat. I catch everything. How did I not catch what happened to Charlie? I don't know if I would necessarily say she's blaming herself for what happened with Charlie, but for her, she's like, I am the master. She reads a little, okay, you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but it's kind of reminding me a little bit of Taylor Swift with like the mastermind energy, where she's like, I am a mastermind. I know everything that's going to happen. I'm very on it. How the fuck did this happen? What did I miss? So there's definitely a part of her that feels like I'm like frustrated that she missed what was going on with Charlie, and how that happened. I don't know what's been said publicly, but I can tell you this. Erika does not believe that Charlie's death was like, how do I word this? Her energy is suspicious of Charlie's death. The sun is reversed, which is unhappiness and relationship reversed. The Queen of Pentacles is reversed, and the Six of Cups, which is the past, which to me makes me feel like she's suspicious of his death, but she has to move in a way in which she can infiltrate to find out. I just think that I don't know if she buys the narrative that's being sold. She might tell you she buys a narrative, but this is someone who wants to get on the inside to get information. I don't know if I buy that she believes the story she was told about the death of her husband. I don't know if I buy that, to be honest. You need to watch out for this girl. Like, when I tell you this girl is going to dismantle things, she is going to do what she wants to do. It doesn't matter what other people say. She has her own belief systems, her own ideas. For me, I don't really see her aligning with anything or anyone. She's more of like a vigilante to me. Queen of Wands is reversed, which is the anger that she has, and that Magician is upright, which is like communication and speaking, and the Three of Swords is about old heartbreak, preventing heartbreak. People really hang on her words, and she knows that. I don't know why I'm seeing a picture of Martha Stewart. I know she was like our first homegrown female billionaire. I'm wondering if she idolized her at some point or something like that. I don't know what the fuck the reference is to that. I can't figure out that metaphor. Maybe in hindsight, it'll make sense. Emperor's upright, Page of Wands is reversed, and Two of Cups. There's a person in power. Okay, there's a person in power that she's trying to buddy up to for information. She wants revenge. She wants revenge on what happened to her husband, and it has to do with a political, she's trying to get information from a political party. She's infiltrating to get information because she wants justice and vengeance for her husband's death, because she doesn't buy the story that she was told, but she's doing things her own way. Yeah, I think this is a classic case of someone who, when they're dealing with trauma, they're hyper-focused on it, wanting kind of, justice and revenge, and wanting to work to go through it. I know there's been a lot of discourse about, like, the lack of her crying. I'll tell you what it reads as to me. It reads as someone that just doesn't cry that often. She's not a big crier. Like, to me, she's probably the type of person what is her sign? Probably the type of person to compartmentalize, or kind of like, do things in her own way, or deal with things in her own way. But I think the reason why we're seeing a lot of weird tears and fake crying that people are saying, or accusing her of fake crying or whatever, the reason we're seeing that is because she knows that she needs to keep up appearances, and she's kind of playing a role. I think it's a part of the trauma response, but she doesn't read as someone, she just doesn't read as a crier to me. So it's like, I don't know if I would necessarily say like her not crying is a sign that she doesn't care. I don't know. To me, she seems like she cares, but I think it's more like anger, vengeance, and frustration that she missed something. She reads more as like, how could someone be smarter than me and outsmart me? How could they do this? How could they figure this out? And I didn't know, or I didn't figure it out. Like, I should know this. I'm sharp. How am I not sharp enough to figure this out? It doesn't really feel nefarious, and like she's trying to like win one over on people. I mean, I guess she's playing the role to kind of get people to like her so she can get in, but I don't know if it's fair to kind of judge her for that, just for the simple fact of it's kind of what all politicians read as to me. So I'm kind of like, okay, I mean, I guess, yeah, valid complaint, but like I've never read a politician that didn't also have that energy. So I'm like, I don't really know. Maybe that's not a good answer, but I'm kind of just like, they all kind of read as like faking their image to get people to like them. I don't know. I mean, celebrities a little bit similarly, but it's mostly politicians that are like that. So I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know if there's narcissism, sociopathy. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I can't really tell, especially not off this reading, especially with something that she just dealt with that's really traumatic. That's whenever you're in someone's energy that lost someone close to them, they're frozen. Like their emotions are frozen. So it's difficult to kind of tell you if that's just temporary or not. You know what I mean? So yeah, sorry to disappoint you, but I don't know if I necessarily feel like there's like super nefarious things here. I mean, maybe a little. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me what you think. I have no idea. But do I think these two are having an affair or anything like that? I think that's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. I don't think, no shade, I don't think this girl would ever look at this man ever again if he wasn't in the position he's in. And I don't think she likes him, to be honest. I think she just knows that she needs to play the game a little bit. I do believe that she loved her husband, though. I can tell you that. The way she reads, the way I can tell you she felt about Charlie is that she loved his mind. His mind. She liked his mind. And I would also say, not to invalidate Charlie Kirk and, if whatever, but what I can tell you is that she feels like we were a team and I was a part of that more than you realize. What's that saying? It's like an old school Italian saying where like the man is the head of the house, but the woman is the neck and she's able to move him. It's similar to that, where she's like, I was more involved than you think. So I'm carrying the torch. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Like, let me know what you think. Like, do you believe the rumors? Do you not? Do you agree with my reading? Do you not? Like, let me know, because I don't know. It doesn't read the way you guys are telling me it is. So maybe I missed something, but I genuinely do think she's grieving, y'all. I don't know. This reads like a trauma response to me. I don't know. Anyways, if you like that, join the YouTube members. Again, there's tons of additional content you can be reading from me. Join button down below. You're missing out. Only $5 a month if you really want to. But there's $10 and $50 tier for extra bonuses. So until next time, bye, guys. Yeah. This isn't the last we're going to see of Erika Kirk. I got news for you.